Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Captain Chang Plays. We are in MW5 Mercenaries. Sorry about the crash. It seems the two of the mods I had downloaded seems to have some problems with the game. I thought I had restarted the game and started a completely new one, but it's still giving me problems. So, not going to worry about it anymore. We'll just go play with something else. Anyway, so what we're gonna do here is I have a 340-ton limit, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to send them in with atlases. And we're going 40-ton under, but I mean, no, sorry. This is gonna be 55 tons under because I'm in a stalker and not an atlas. On the other hand, I don't like atlases. Actually, tell you what. I'll take the other atlas. I'll take the other atlas. Actually, let's go configure the weapon groups. Configuring weapon groups is very important for your AI guys to work reliably. You can adjust other things. What happens with these weapons is you cannot adjust them to your liking, you have to adjust it to their liking. So what you need to do is first pick the weapons, change the weapons so you separate the ones with heat. You have 6 weapons groups, so you can modify the game so your AI can use something like this. Separate each one in a different group, and then the assault hands for the hand-to-hand would go into the final group, and yes, they will melee if the enemy get in range. Okay, let's see. Let's configure the Atlas D. Roughly the same. As you can see, the assault hands are on the different group. Okay, what we're gonna do is... Okay, we're gonna completely change this. Okay, 1 is going to the tag. 6. Okay, LRMs are going on chain fire. AC-20. And then the 2 M lasers are fire, and then the 5 is going to be like this. The way AI handles heat and weapons is it will fire 1, and then if nothing really happens, it will fire 2, and then it will fire 3, and then it will fire 4, and so on and so forth. So what's going to happen here is it will fire tag, which really does not generate heat, so it will fire a 5. Actually, let's change that. Fire 20, fire the 5. If it's not in range, it will not fire the AC-20, else it will fire the AC-20. Otherwise, you can also change this forward and put the AC-20 last, because AC-20 is a close range weapon. And then the other Atlas RS, this one is roughly the same. Leave the assault hands on the final weapons group. Instead of using only 3 groups, which is my manual, we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I know, it's like, we have 5 weapons group, might as well use it. Now, just double check. Yep, that's exactly how I got it. Okay, now you're probably saying, but how do you play that in the game? it. We'll remap it once we're in the game. All right, we are 100% ready. Let's go play Atlas. Or as the joke goes, Steiner Scoutlands.
Attention. Prepare for battle departure. Warning. Hangar doors opening. Stand clear.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
We have been tasked with the destruction of an industrial center marked at nav point Alpha.
Okay, now we'll regroup the weapons to my own liking. That was the default for the AI. Now I'm going to redo it my way, which is going to be any one of this, and then one of this. Okay, this is my own grouping. I don't really use melee.
Be sure to watch your fire around any pipes or tanks, as the contents have the potential of being explosive.
Moving to your 6, Commander.
Notice I slow to 35 to allow my AI buddies to catch up. Since they're also in Atlas, they're slow as you know what. Looks like my AI buddies are firing the PPCs already.
Target is lit with tag.
Good start, Commander. I'm showing major damage to the target facility.
Target catapult.
Tango, down.
Target identified. Bring it down. Leave nothing left for them to salvage.
Painting Alto with tag.
Our assigned mech target is on the field. Let's take it down.
Mercenary scum! We'll check you back to your monsters in a box. Shit! We got our fuel reserves! Enemy mech down!
Best get to the evac point now, before more reinforcements arrive.
New target, Centurion.
Tango down. Enemy destroyed.
New target, Rifleman. Target destroyed. New target, Blackjack.
Enemy mech eliminated. Target destroyed. Falling in behind you.
Welcome back, Commander. Stand by for extraction.
There's one thing you need to note about evacuation, that as long as you make it back to the ship, it's assumed that your buddies made it too, even though they're a couple hundred meters away. Well, he made it to 60. Yay! And he got the most damage, or even more than I did. Good job, buddy. Good job. And I don't really need the Enforcer. I'm gonna sell it because don't need it. Now let's go north. We need to go find a cantina and go north and do some missions. Let's check the black market. Nothing interesting, unfortunately. We only want tier 4 stuff, and doesn't look like they have any. And there are no interesting equipment for sale. Check the mech market, only a champion and a crab. Boring. Alright, what does the cantina have to offer for me? Now here is some interesting bits that you should look for. Collect a Kentaro 20. Collect an AH. I already have a Mask 1 and Mask 2, so I'm not interested in those. A Tier 5 AC5 Burst Fire. Interesting, but not that interesting. A heavy rifle, on the other hand, is rather rare. And in fact, I don't think I've ever seen one for sale. The problem here is that Kintaro 20 is a relatively rare mech. So you have to go back to the stats and check the database and check Kintaro. Kintaro 20 is only available over House Kurita, and we're not in House Kurita territory. But we can hold it. I mean, we can hold the mission. That's not a problem. AH is, as I said, I don't really need the mask 1 or 2. And killing harassers is just a matter of sticking around. It wouldn't hurt to have one. I wouldn't go looking for a Centurion. I mean, collecting one, it's gonna cost more than the 5 million they're offering, but they didn't say they need a pristine one, just a... Alright, seems like we have a couple missions here we can do, so let's go play one. The beachhead sounds kind of fun. And they're offering 50% bonus. And we're going to send in about the same lands, 3 110 assault mechs. So what we're going to do is... You notice... Well, let's see. Tell you what, I'm going to go all in for the shares because this is the only way we're going to find some good mechs. So remember, look for the negotiation more effective. These bonuses, they can go up to 100%. Although 25% is more common. Again... I personally prefer my crabs, to tell the truth. Sometimes these, the screen will freeze up for a couple seconds because it needs to reload all the different mechs. Alright, you're level 60, so I'm going to load somebody else to have fun. Okay. Yeah, you can use some ballistics experience. And I am going to take my favorite headshot machine, which is this King Crab car. Major Mott, let's see. Do you have... You have a... you have your AC-20. Looks like you're doing okay. Yeah, we'll take this lance.
We are the vanguard for an imminent invasion of the area. Your job is to eliminate any defending forces and capture the enemy fortification. Destroy the radar dishes directing the anti-aircraft fire. Once they've gone, our employer promises to land a few extra units to help you out.
What will happen is we're gonna find some artillery.
Bottlenecks on screen. Assume they're hostile and engage.
We're probably gonna find artillery any second now.
Contact. Hostile. Target is lit with tag. Tango down.
Ah, there. It's one of the more tanks. Destroy it.
Blaze to target acquired. Firing.
destroyed.
Nice base. Well, as you can see, the idea is we're going to tackle the eastern ones first, circle around and tackle the western
Locate
one.
that target with tag. Engaging raised target, Commander.
I'm probably overkilling a bit because I'm firing 2 AC-5s at a time. On the other hand, as you can see, I have 500 rounds of ammo and I'm barely firing like 2 at a time. So that's a lot of shots, and I'm not worried about running out of ammo since I've yet to do so.
I'm detecting unidentified mechs in the area. Moving in to investigate. Painting hostile with tag.
New target, Phoenix Hawk.
Nice shot.
Headshot.
Focus.
Target destroyed.
As you can see, the AC-5s are very good at taking out targets, even out to several hundred meters.
I got it.
Scratch that one.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target destroyed.
Radar dish down.
Ooh, artillery.
Secure the perimeter.
That's the place, Commander. Destroy the enemy garrison.
Target acquired.
Targets. Destroyed.
Destroyed.
Artillery garrison destroyed. That must be one of the tanks we're contracted for.
painted target. Enemy destroyed. Enemy forces have destroyed our defenses. All forces in the area, converge and eliminate.
Nice going. Start the capture. Keep the base clear of any additional hostiles while we take control. Here come the strike teams. Look to the sky. Enemy aircraft inbound. You've got incoming. Stop them from recapturing the base.
Attention all forces. You are cleared to fire all base. Repeat. Fire for effect. Fire at will.
Confirming new objective. Destroy all remaining enemy artillery. Guess there was more enemy artillery than we thought. Watch out.
Got another one.
Target acquired.
Artillery emplacement destroyed. That's it for the artillery. That will make the invasion much easier.
New target Hunchback. Target acquired.
Engaging tagged target, Commander.
Target destroyed.
Well, place kill shots. Tag page locked. Engaging.
Their main force is on its way. Get ready for the worst of it. Combat vehicle rolling in. Be sure to take it apart.
Yeah!
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
That's the last radar installation on the list. Objective complete. The relay system is disabled. Friendly dropships are en route.
New target, Dervish. Target acquired.
Taking heavy fire. Breaking up.
I've been informed that support is on its way. Let's hope they make it.
Alpha 1-1, this is Whiskey 6-1. Thanks for clearing out that AA installation. Heard you could use a little backup. We're on our way in. Stand by 2 mics. Whiskey 6-1, out. Enemy mech down.
Target destroyed. Depleted. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
Targeted mech destroyed. Victory to the great provinces.
New target, Centurion. Target destroyed. Target acquired. Target destroyed.
That should be good enough for the invasion force. We'll relieve you once they've secured this location.
All stations, this is Sierra 1-1. Be advised, we've just completed re-entry. Lights are green. Dropships can now land. Sierra 1-1, out.
Well, as you can see, quad AC5s are just head capping enemies left and right. In fact, I think I'll change the layout a little. Okay, A7D. You lost one of... Oh, you lost one of the arms, which only has Artemis ammo and medium laser. So let's see. Unfortunately, there is no other place to put the Artemis ammo unless we want to put it in the head, and we don't really want to do that. Fortunately, we have plenty of space to fix that, so yeah, not much we can do about that. Yeah, let's start work on this. Okay, this one, as pointed out earlier, little too many AC ammo, not enough LRM ammo. So what we're going to do is we're going to go half AC ammo and change this to a full LRM ammo. Hopefully that will alleviate the situation. And then there's the question. There's a AC5 BF, or should we get regular AC5s? And I have, like, unfortunately I don't have 4 regular AC5s. And the gain is going to throw off the repair, so we don't really need more ammo, so we have reduced this to half ammo and changed this to a full. If we can change this again. I mean, we can reduce this to none and change that LRM to and add a half here if necessary. Seems like this is a pretty good loadout so far. We don't need a Phoenix Hawk, thank you. Even though we did salvage one. And the KG-20 is doing great. The ER large laser is doing a ton of damage. My main problem right now is I don't have any tier. The question basically here is, do we give it the regular AC-20 or the 20 burst fire? 20 burst fire technically do a little more damage. Because it fires multiple shots. Has a bit of a splash effect. On the other hand, the splash effect also means it slightly spreads the damage. But on the other hand, it's not really that important. Okay, Atlas, let's double check the weapon layout. Yes, this thing is packed with double heat sinks and PPCs and whatnot. While it does have 71 armor in the arms, it's also packed with heat sinks, and there's a question of whether you want the heat sinks to be in the arms. And the short answer to that is, if it's the only place to put them, you have to. There's also the question of, do you want the ammo in the center torso? And the usual answer to that is, if that's the only place to put them, then yes. Because center torso obviously is the most protected portion of the mech. If your center torso got penetrated and you get an ammo explosion there, if your center torso got penetrated, you're dead, period. It doesn't matter if you have ammo there or not. I mean, I can put it out in the legs. I mean, the legs are very well armored. In fact, I would actually take away a point of armor there to give it to the top here. But yeah, no point in putting your ammo anywhere else. Actually, cancel that. This is the AC-10 SRM loadout. Oh, wait. Well, pretty badass if you ask me. The Marauder, on the other hand, this is the Marauder 2. As you can see, PPCs all over the place. Had to shrink down the... Actually, I probably can take away a couple more points from the legs to give it to the center torso there. And then the question here is, do we have any ER PPCs for it? And the answer is, yes, we do. We can give it ER PPCs. Whether it's worth it is a different question. Okay, this thing generates 6.8 heat as that's the normal version. How much does the ER PPC? 10.2. On the other hand, it reaches out to 1700 meters. But to take full advantage of this, you have to give it extended range. I would personally give one ER large laser and 2 ER PPCs rather than 3 PPCs. It's just a little too much heat. But that's me. Firepower is decreased slightly by a hair because I reduced the PPC to a PPC to a large laser. But I have effective cooling, but the cooling is improved, I believe. And the max range has been extended quite a bit. Nah, tell you what, we'll put in the ERPPC just to keep it nice 100 tons. Okay, let's go ahead and start work, and then we're going to give it some upgrades that extends the sensor range. 10% sensor range, done. Goes up to 880. Oh, wait. No, not this. 20% sensor range. Okay, since it has 3 PPCs, we need to give it reduced energy heat. Reduce energy heat. That cuts the heat down by 5%. And okay, plus 10% heat capacity. Actually, this takes way too much time. and adds 10% heat dissipation. Plus 5% heat dissipation, plus 10% heat energy, minus 5% heat, plus 20 sensor range. This is going to take 66 days. And, well, can be helped. The KJ, on the other hand, this is basically almost a joke because it has so much laser power, it just overheats like crazy. In fact, generates 5 heat. Laser generates 8 heat, 12 damage, 8 damage. Yeah, the damage potential is way down, but at least the heat is not excessive. Nothing to change here. Okay, so not really ready to do another mission down here. Let's go up to defense contract. This looks interesting. Difficulty 81, max temp 400. Let's send in all 4. Kurita versus Independence. Let's go. Night market, nothing interesting. Equipment, I already have 5 North beacons. Thank you. I know it's tier 4, but it's not worth anything, at least to me. Okay, let's take a contract. 25% bonus. Kuritas are somewhat disliked, but with the bonus, I should still come out with a mech.
Heads up, Commander. Weather conditions in the area will restrict visibility.
Okay. Now we have I like the AC-20, although I guess I can go with the Stalker build if I really want to. You can take the Atlas. You can take the other Atlas. Okay, where our third Atlas is being worked on. King Crab is being worked on, so you can take the other King Crab. This is the Laser King Crab. And we're still at 400 tons. The defense missions are kind of a pain because you basically have to put the mechs... Oh, that thing's standing in midair.
Allied command has detected incoming hostiles. Our primary objective is to protect
Okay.
the forward operating base. Pay bonuses
You
are
go
on the
over
table
there.
if we prevent extensive damage to the facility. So stay frosty out there.
You go
Hostile
over
forces
there.
just crossed the perimeter, Commander. They're heading your way.
And you go over
On the
there.
move. Holding at location.
Enemy contacts have breached the outer perimeter. Make sure they regret that decision, Commander.
Heavy metal on radar. Arrived at location. At the waypoint.
Target
That kills reactor is about to go!
Your resistance is pulling in more hostiles from the surrounding area.
Target destroyed.
new
Additional contacts just crossed the perimeter, Commander. Expect company soon.
Our guns! Commander, we need to preserve those warehouses!
new target javelin. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
Tango eliminated.
New target Centurion. Target acquired. Target destroyed. New target Cyclops.
Enemy destroyed.
Target destroyed.
Recon reports additional forces entering the engagement area, Commander. Be on the lookout for them.
Got another one.
Additional hostiles have been dispatched. They're heading your way.
Moving to requested grid, Commander.
Target acquired.
No, we lost a warehouse. I hope we can salvage its contents.
Target acquired.
Commander, we've been hit!
New
Watch
target.
out! That mech is going critical.
Enemy mech forces spotted operating in the area. Watch out for them.
Watch out! That mech is going critical!
Target acquired.
Target is down!
Offline.
Jesus Christ, they're shooting at us! The HQ is taking heavy damage!
Battle mech!
New target. Vindicator. Target destroyed.
Well done, Commander. The area is secure.
Oh, could have kept that above 80% if that commando had not run around a bit. And there is the mission objective, grabbing a blackjack. And Freeman is now 60. Yay! Double heat sinks, 6 of them. That's always good. Remember to periodically go through your inventory and sell off the lame stuff. They really clutter up your listing. Just don't get too enthusiastic when clicking the sell button. Sometimes you may just be too enthusiastically clicking the sell button when you accidentally sold something that you didn't mean to. So just be careful. I generally keep 12 of the main around and 3 of the halves, just in case. On the other hand, I haven't found a mech to mount an AMS in. Double heat sinks, if you have like 20, 30 of them, it doesn't really matter anymore. Jump jets, I keep usually about 10 around, just in case. I only have 3 because there was a previous Cantina mission that asked for like 10, 20 of them. But I usually keep about 10 to 20 of them around just in case. As you can see, I usually keep 10 to 20 of these. I ran out of the ARM Artemis boxes. Machine guns, you probably don't need that many of them around. I would say about 8. Because machine guns hold so many different... I need a mask 4 to keep them around. Way too many medium rifles. Way too many single heat sinks. You'd only need about 20. Okay, SRM Artemis, I have plenty. I have plenty of superchargers. Okay, if I see any LRM Artemis, I'm grabbing them. But they're not that easy to find. Okay, checking mech market again. Nope, nothing here, nothing here. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna just go ahead and repair here. Easier than running around. And there's really the only... Well, let's see, rare equipment on the market. What would that be? Let's run over there and find out. Every once in a while you can find something interesting. Okay. Unfortunately, I already have Mask Mark IIIs. But they do have LRM Artemis ammo bins, which we will grab. But nothing really else. I already have enough machine guns, thank you. And we're not really interested in the... Oh, well, 10 STs. I'll take 2 of those. I already have 10 BFs. I need 20. I need 20 or 20 BFs. A good AC-20s are not easy to find. Given that we have plenty of money, we'll just fly all the way over to Fatima. Do we really care about Centurion A? The answer to that is no. Anything interesting in the equipment? No. 6 STs. I already have 6 of those. Thank you. Mass 2. Nope. Not interested. 4As is still being upgraded. Okay. Well, rare weapon on the market. The problem is what they consider rare, I consider meh. And we still have a ways to go to the north. I'm trying to make my way all the way over to Somerset. I know it's only 11, but I'm just trying to finish all the different contracts as possible. So what we'll do over here is everybody's going scorched earth over here. Twelve, 12, 13, 13, 13, 15. Yeah, these are the really tough sports. This is going to be 11, no man's land, so I think what we'll do is we'll just go over there. I know we're just running around, but we got plenty of money. And we're not going to find any missions here, but we are finding some cantinas. 360, 340. Let's go do a beachhead. Hey, we're gonna pick a... Wow. The truth is, I haven't personally seen an Annihilator. And I have 2 Orions to give you. That's not a problem. I have an M and a P that we'll just give you for... we have to strip it. It's already stripped. It's a cold storage. But only 6 double heat sinks? And 9 million for 2 Orions? They were worth a lot more than that. I mean, heck, they're paying 2 for Centurions. And I'm getting like a mask for every single mask there is. I'm getting a mask of every single type. These are just not worth it. It's like 9 million for 2 Annihilators? It's like, are you freaking kidding me? I mean, even for 2 tier 5 ER large lasers, it's not worth it. Sometimes these jobs are just funny. Sometimes these jobs are just not feasible at all. Ooh, tier 4 AMS. I'm buying this. I know, I don't have a mech to mount it on yet. It's like, why are you buying those? Well, because I can. Okay, let's go take a contract. And no, I'm not taking any of those Cantina missions. And I'm not taking a Fort mission. Okay, Pirate wants to pay me how much? Sorry, I really don't feel like taking pirate missions. Okay, let's just fly up to Somerset, will you? You know, it takes 69 days. So in the meantime, we're gonna do something like, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm going to bring out my Stalker, which is the 3H. That's the one with the 4 different missile slots. What we're gonna do is we're gonna put up a SRM killing machine. What we're gonna do is we're going to SRM ST, SRM ST, and then we're gonna do SRM ST, SRM ST, and then we don't have enough MP lasers, so we'll just have to fill it with regular medium lasers, and then we'll just put enough heat sinks here to well, this has got 58 tons so far, and everything's nearly maxed. I'll take another 2 points here to bolster the back. Actually, can't. Okay, so now the way you calculate this is we're firing 20 missiles at a time, so we're gonna need at least, we're looking at SRM ammo. The question basically here is, do we take regular SRM or do we take SRM Artemis? And now the question becomes, and I think last time I tried this, I end up with SRM. Tell you what, we'll put in SRM Artemis, because we basically end up with not enough. We can't even fill up the tonnage if we don't do SRM Artemis. And here, I don't have enough Artemis, so we're going to do not SRM, sorry, SRM for Stream Artemis. So we just do regular SRM for Artemis instead of SRM Stream Artemis. I have plenty of those, but okay, so that means we're going to need a... Okay, this... We're gonna need at least 6 tons of ammo. And if we run calculations, let's go ahead and check the math. 320 tons times 6 divided by 20. 96 salvos. That's going to be a lot of shooting. So now there's really nothing else to configure here except fill up the whole thing with as many double heat sinks as we could. And then fill up the rest of single heat sinks. And we're still 2 tons short. It's like, what the? It's like, what do you mean we're 2 tons short? And then you double check the sizes and then you realize that's a large slot. Missile slot. And then you go, but. Even though Artemis is weighing extra, it's still not enough. In fact, the only thing that fits in the large slot is a LRM Artemis. And that weighs too much because LRM-10 Artemis is 6 tons and SRM here is 4 tons. And the LRM-15s are 7 tons. So that now we run into a weight problem. Actually, we can always make this SRM-6 Artemis. And that would solve the weight problem exactly. 24 missiles at a time, so instead of... Okay, let's do the calculations again. If we do 320 times 6 tons of ammo divided by 24 missiles at a time, we come up with exactly 80 salvos. 80 salvos guided by Artemis. That's going to be a very interesting mech to fight against, especially when this thing has 3.3 cooling. It will be an absolute wrecking ball. It would be an absolute wrecking ball if we build it. But the problem is, it will take 150 days if we build it around here. And that is not going to work for me. So what we'll do is we have to locate a industrial hub and build it over there, which means we have to fly it back out. I know. It's like, why don't they have industrial hubs all over the place? And the answer is they don't. AC1 is not a particularly good catapult anyway. We're just going over the... I'll take one of these just to fill it back up. Okay. And we're going to the... And then we're going to load the loadout. And we'll build it. And it will only take 50 days if we do it here. Which is a saving of... Which is quite a bit of savings, but consider you have to fly 40 days in and 40 days back out there. It comes out to be about the same. But if you need to come over here anyway, then it's worth it. If not, then it's not. Okay, I'm on the front here, so... well, rare equipment. Might as well check it out. You call that rare? Ah, heck. If there's only one, might as well buy it. They claim a Mark 5. Mask is rare. I guess it is, kind of. Nothing too special here, unfortunately. Any weapons I might find? Nope, already have enough tag. SRM2ST, NARC. LM15, already got plenty. AC-20, nope, no high tier ones. The problem is finding the high tier weapons. Rifleman 3C. Not bad. Not good either. I guess you can fit in 2 AC-20s in there, but that wouldn't leave you any room for anything else. So, well, guess that'll be it for today, folks. Next expedition, we will try to find a defensive contract, which is probably there. We'll try it with 4 100-tonners, and or hopefully by then the new Starker should be ready, and we'll have fun. Until then.